regular season championship race. We got some special folks up here in the booth tonight, Lug Nut, don't we, Don?
Yes, we do.
All right. Well, first off, how you doing tonight, man?
I am doing just fine. Getting ready to watch a good race tonight and get her done.
Coming off a fresh, good finish the other night at Kentucky. Where'd you finish up?
I would take a top 6 any night.
Top six. Good run, man. Good run. Oh, look at that. We are already getting the licked joint.
Ooh,
all right. So does everybody have invites?
No, I'll need some once you guys get in there.
All right.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and before we disclose our special guest, let's get loaded in.
Oh, I got an error occurred. What happened here?
Let me make sure I send the invites. Look, did you get invites?
Yeah, I'm in, but I got a error occurred. Oh, you got to get in town. I can't get them.
I'll get them.
I got an error. Okay.
If it wants to hurry up and load on me. All right. And okay, there it is. Let me know when you get it, my friend.
That one.
You got it?
Yep. They are coming to green right now.
I'm going to send you another one.
All right.
Still loading for some reason.
No. Just so you have a second one in case something happens.
Send me an extra one, Shady.
Yeah.
Just
in case.
12
They're going around for their pit stops right now on my screen.
Alright, so everybody's got their invites, so let's go ahead and get loaded in. As we were hinting for tonight, that we've got a couple special guests up here in the booth tonight. With us up in the booth tonight, we have a special guest, a former A-leaguer himself, Bad Martin. How you doing tonight, my man?
All right, Shady. How you doing, buddy?
Doing
Glad to be
good.
Here.
The first time we've had Bad Martin up in the booth. Things are going to get bad up in here.
Yeah. You usually got to win to get up here, so consider yourself lucky.
Oh, we're already cutting with the jokes already. Well, actually, technically, I have one in the A-League. Maybe not the past season, but like the first season I was here, I think I got 2 or 3. So I qualified.
Oh, you're one of those, what do they call them, the old-timers, yes.
Yeah, I was one of them old-timers that actually had Billy set up and beat him with it one time, so.
Well, not many people could do that.
Right.
Make sure.
Billy's on a roll from last week, and he wants to keep it going, so.
This is nice. This week I get the actual view. I don't have to just watch the YouTubes.
Yeah, it's nice to actually be able to change.
Yeah.
Well, back with us tonight.
We got 44 on pole.
That is Mike RPM,
Yes,
our points leader, starting off the pole, but also joining us for the broadcast from last week. He's going to be our pit road guy tonight. That's going to be Inniltown. How you doing tonight, man?
Not too bad, Shady. Thanks for asking. How about yourself?
Doing great, man. Doing great. And how'd you do the other night in the B-League?
I did pretty good. I got the win.
That's right. You got the big dub, man. Congratulations on getting that W. As we are going green here in Atlanta, the FTR A-League boys are gone racing.
How many we got tonight? Let's scroll through the field here.
I think I saw 12.
12?
Oh, someone's on the wall, quick.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's...
Car all the way up into that wall, and that's more in that 10 car. Got real tight coming off of 4, got up into the wall, got out of the throttle, and had to go all the way back to the back.
Billy's looking for the lead with our RPM right now.
Let's introduce some of these guys. Go through the field. As we said, Mike RPM, our points leader coming into tonight. He is looking to wrap up that regular season championship tonight. So Mike RPM definitely on a good start, starting on a pole and jumping out to an early lead.
Yeah, typical in the 4, reckless in the 24.
Yeah, more than Lynch driving that street car.
Yeah, Lynch in the 3.
Lynch in the 3. We got JCR JWoww.
Look, I still keep looking for the 9 for some reason.
JWoww in that white 51 Rowdy car.
Who was the 9?
DK Brown. DK in that 18, clashing in his 51 white rowdy car, kind of starting back towards the back, but he's going to be making his way.
Doesn't look like Dan did make it, no.
Nope. We got Reckless Racer in the 24.
Where's my heavy duty?
Heavy duty in the 19 right there.
Yep.
There's heavy with that big eagle on the side of that 19 car.
Who was the 9 that you keep thinking of?
Nobody now. It was Lynch. He's in the 3 now.
That's right.
Yep.
I keep looking for the 9 when he says Lynch. I keep looking for the 9 car.
Yeah. Well, we're missing a couple guys. My pick for tonight is not even in here.
Speaking of picks, I got Mike RPM.
There was only 7 people qualify yesterday too.
All right, well, we got going with our picks. Okay, so Lug, you stole the Mike RPM from me tonight, didn't you?
You snooze, you lose.
All right, well, that's going to lead up to Bad Martin. Bad Martin, who are you going to pick out tonight, man? Who you got?
I got to pick Old Faithful. I got to pick Billy.
Oh. Yeah, he said he wants it. He wants it bad tonight, so.
Okay, so you're looking for Billy to go back-to-back from last week and going 2 in a row.
I am.
Okay, do you have something, you got special inside information from the A-League that we might not be knowing about?
I don't have no inside information. I'm like semi-retired, so I'm like out of the loop. But I just pull for him because I know he'll be up there towards the end. He'll be up there before the end of the first stage, I would say.
Well, you can never go wrong with picking Billy. That's that's always a very, very safe pick. So, all right. Well, the two already taken on 2 of the picks already off the board. So we're gonna have to move on to Inniltown. Innil, who you going for tonight, man? Who do you got tonight, Inniltown?
Well, I was gonna try to go back-to-back with Billy, but since he's picked, I'll have to fall back. I'll take Typical here in the 4.
All right, you're gonna take Typical in the 4.
Yeah, he was top of the leaderboard today at a 28-7, 7-3. So I'll go with him. Excuse me.
All right. Okay. Well, then that takes care of the top 3 as Mike RPM in first, Billy in second, Typical running in third.
Who took Mike RPM? Was that Lug?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And I was gonna pick a true dark horse tonight, and that would have been.
How can you pick a true dark horse with 12 cars? Come on, when this 4 was in the booth.
Because Micah would have been a true dark horse pick tonight.
Oh, okay.
I got a good dark horse.
And Atlanta is Micah's hometown track, and he knows. I mean, anytime he's in Atlanta, I mean, he always comes to race. He's always coming to win. Don't get me
dark
wrong.
horse is always the 19, so.
Yeah, but when we're here in Atlanta, he's got a little extra juice for Atlanta. So it's a shame to not see him in this race tonight, man. Honestly, he was going to be my true dark horse pick tonight.
Do you have any broadcast up for laps, or have you been sleeping at the wheel on that?
Looks like 9 in already.
Okay.
I've got, another thanks and shout out to JWoww as JWoww. Thank you, JWoww, for having your stream up.
And what about that wonderful sponsor we have?
Yes, the new wonderful sponsor that we have for this week and the next race. And I was actually going to put the little thing up on my screen.
On your thingy?
Yeah, on the screen where you can have the little banner at the bottom and have the name of the website.
With the wheel on
a drum roll here for the announcement? Jeez. Spit it out.
We already did last week.
Making sure it gets the pronouncements. I had
a big crash. Big
wreck
crash.
in the back.
Big lag on the 18 DK Brown.
was on there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
yeah, we got.
They're still rolling.
JWoww up in the wall there.
JWoww's got a lot of damage. A lot of damage to his car.
No caution. Caution's really beat up.
JWoww and Clashing. So both of the JCR guys are beat up here early.
That looked like a big lag on the 18.
On the 18, now it's been DK. Here comes Jason Clashing now. Clashing is now already down in the pit roads. But yes, this...
definitely was a big lag. I just saw it. Yeah, DK leg right back into the 51.
Yeah, he went back about 5 cars and went ahead about 6 cars.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Well, that separated
someone
that
else
middle
was just in the
back.
wall there.
It did so. And Ken, I don't know if you know or not, but they now go low draft for the races. They don't do normal draft. We're on low draft
I've
now.
heard that disappointed me, but that's what they voted for. So
we are in low draft. We are in low draft.
So Shady, who did you end up picking?
My pick for tonight? Well, dadgummit. I mean, the top 3 I've already picked. My true dark horse isn't in a race. The 2 JCR guys have already been wrecked.
Well, you can't ever count them out. So wait, you can't count them boys out. No. It's still early. They're good.
Oh yeah, it's still early.
Oh yeah, you definitely can't count them
I'll be
boys.
picking one of those too if I were you.
Yeah, Jay was selling
You know where they are every week.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Well, seeing how I think Clashin has already gone a lap down, just because of that, I'm gonna go with JWoww. Just because of that, I probably would have gone with Clashin this week since I went with JWoww last week, but seeing that these early events have unfolded with this little minor fender bender here, that
I'm surprised I didn't bring out a caution, but nobody really spun. Everybody just kind of.
Did he drag his feet on purpose to maybe see how many cars are going to go out before he got his pick in there? Is that kind of a trick there he did on this guy?
Something like there's always a method to my
We
bad.
got some pit stops here.
And the 19 is around. The 19 coming down.
A whole bunch of people were pitting, and it didn't look like anybody signaled there.
Yeah, I saw them signaling, but they did on the lap before too.
Absolutely killer for heavy duty in that 19. As he was coming in to make his pit stop,
Lynch has got heavy damage.
Heavy duty came in way too fast and got spun around, so now he's going to have to go all the way around before he's able to come in and get down in the pit road, so he's going to lose.
DK's in now.
Mike RPM looks like he's exiting now.
Reckless is in. Wow.
This is going to spread the field out, boys.
Yep.
Billy is just pulled into his stall. JWoww is just exiting. Oh, JWoww had about 10 seconds, 9 seconds of repair to fix.
Yep, well, we're in some Billy still in. Mike RPM is already out.
Ton of time.
Well, this race and this first round of green flag pit stops is brought to you by the new sponsor, Minnapeach.com. Minnapeach. You gotta check this out, y'all. Minnapeach. MINAPEACH.com. Oh man, you gotta check this out. I checked it out a little bit earlier this afternoon. Man, talk about yourself, get yourself some gifts. I mean, we've just passed Mother's Day, but we got ladies, mothers, sisters, daughters of their dads who are racing. Check this out, because you got gifts for your dad, Father's Day is coming up, gifts for him. You gotta check this out, MINAPEACH.com. Got everything from candy to stress relievers to greeting cards to little knickknacks, you name it. They're out of Ontario, Canada, but shipped all over the entire world. No matter where you are, they will ship it there. And I'll tell you what, Lug, I went on to there. I was going to
say, that sounds like a Canadian company.
Yeah, it is. They're an awesome little company out there out of Ontario. But they had, was looking at some things for the kitty cat. They got some cool looking things with the, they got animals, they got stuff for, animals, all kinds of knickknacks, man. Gotta check it out. But our new sponsor is MINAPEACH.com. I'm gonna have to make sure I put that spelling up there for the website next week. But anyway, back onto the track.
I'll throw in quick dark horse. I'm gonna go with this Nowinski tonight for sure.
You're going Nowinski.
He had a fast car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
On the B-Nates regulars.
Yeah, he was fast. We were practicing a bit yesterday, and he had a pretty quick car.
Like RPM underneath more.
Well, as we know, this place is famous, and the one thing that all these guys are going to have first and foremost on their mind all night long is the tire wear. They don't call this place a cheese grater for nothing. So, Bad Martin, you've got a lot of experience here. You've had plenty of races here. You know Atlanta very well. What's kind of the secret, or what's going to help these guys the most as far as tire wear?
Well, Atlanta's one of them tracks that you can go around here full bore on the gas, but you're going to push your tires in the middle and start wearing them out. So it's just give it a little bit of throttle through there. That way you're not burning that right front up. But some of these guys got some excellent setups, so I can't speak for all the guys, but that's where I was always having trouble. If I went around full bore the whole time, I was burning the tire up. And it really wasn't gaining me much more speed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
and that's the idea of both. I went around full tilt and let off a bit, and they're both at the same times.
Yeah, I let
right
off
now,
just a hair enter.
Yeah,
we have Billy.
Not a lot.
Billy has scored our leader, as he just now put heavy duty a lap down. So something happened there in the pits, as Mike RPM came in the leader, but he came out.
Yeah, I was
pretty
on him,
far
but
behind.
I think he may have got nailed. He was in there quite a bit.
I was thinking the penalty had to have been brought in there somewhere with how far back he is.
I didn't even see him come in. Like, he was out when all those other cars were getting in. JWoww and that, he was already exiting.
Yeah, JWoww was up to 8
I didn't see him
clashing.
come in, but it was on him on pits, and I think it took a while for him to...
Yeah, he's showing in 10th now. Oh, wow.
RPM, yeah. So Mike RPM went from 1st to 10th in that round of green flag stops, as he's about to take 9 from Clash, and he just took it as Clash and still has that damage to the front hood of
Now,
that
where's
51
Lynch
car.
now with all his damage?
Lynch?
9th or something?
Well, no, he's in the top 5.
Oh, okay.
He is in the top 5. Mac Attack is 6th. Mac Attack is 6th. Reckless Racer 7th. JWoww is 8th. Mike RPM is 9th, and Clashin is 10th.
Okay.
As
heavy damage.
So riding with Nowinski. Nowinski is running 5th, and Lynch is running 4th.
Okay.
Nowinski and that unsponsored guy too, looking for sponsor.
I just got a message from one of your missed drivers.
Dan?
Dan, he's like, can I come join the booth? He's standing down at the garage pouting because his car wouldn't start.
Oh, poor Dan.
We're going to have as
Certainly
many in the
come
booth
on
as
up.
in the race.
Certainly we can have
I'll send
on.
him an invite then, because I just figured I'd ask before I told him I'd ask.
Does he have a booth? I can send him an invite to the booth. I don't have.
I can do that real quick, because that way you have to change screens.
All right, yeah, go ahead and
Next,
send.
we're on broadcast.
Yeah.
Bring Dan the Man on up into the booth. Let's get some in here. It's a regular season championship race, so we can have a little bit of fun here tonight. As we're riding with Billy. Billy right now is in cruise control.
He just won't be able to see anything. Or, yeah, Ken can still send invites, I think.
No, I'm watching the
Oh,
race,
yeah,
but
you
he can
are.
watch on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah.
He's probably already has you guys' links.
That's what I had to do last week.
There's Dan.
Here comes the party crasher.
And welcome Dan the Man up to the booth. Dan, how you doing, man? There we go.
I actually qualified yesterday for this race too. I would have started 7th.
So you qualified 7th?
Yeah, but it was just a start and park. I planned on coming up to the booth.
Okay. Well, get us on from
What time did you
from our
qualify
pit road.
with?
It was not a good time. I hit the curb on my first lap, and it slowed me down. I ended up with like a 29.3 from like one
Oh,
time.
well, it happens.
Yeah, that first lap hitting that curb just slowed everything down.
Well, how long, how long is a green flag stop tonight for these guys? What kind of fuel window are we looking at for this?
You're getting 18 laps.
About 18 to?
Yeah.
18?
I got 20.
18, 20?
I was
But now,
showing
do you
18
think-
when I first... Well, it showed 19, but that like went down immediately after coming out of the pits pretty much.
So they still have the rule, whatever comes up at the start of the race, that's what you're locked in at. You can't stretch it on this, right?
No.
Dan, I was telling these guys that you're sitting down there at the garage pouting because your Chevy wouldn't start. That's why you missed the race. Oh.
Yeah,
You probably tried to sneak a shot in there.
That's why it wouldn't start.
As I say, we're used to seeing that number 34 out on the track. I was about to say, man.
Oh, we got pit stops. We got Lynch and Nowinski in.
Yep.
So here's another. So they're maybe trying that short pit.
They're close.
Should have about four. Yeah, about 4 or 5 laps till the window.
It looked like someone else just came in as well. Let's see if we can see. Oh yeah, we got more just came in.
Clashing's coming in right now.
Clash. Yep. And Moore's coming in.
Yeah, Clashing's coming out.
Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you guys this. You guys give me your opinion on what you guys think about this. As everybody knows that with the short pit, that you can always make up a little bit of time and maybe even make up a position or two just by coming in a lap or two early. What about staying out longer and allowing guys that that have fresh tires have, as quickly as the tire wear is? Do you think maybe staying out longer, letting those guys burn off that tire, and then once you're able to get in and get the 4 stickers, then you'll be able to make that time up? Is there any strategy to that, or is that pretty much just a myth kind of thing? What do you guys think?
I kind of think the short pitting's a short-term gain, and it hurts you in the long run. Or staying out and after all those guys pit and having the precious tires, I think you might lose that initial time, but you make it up, I find, over the run.
It all depends on how many laps apart they pit. I mean, if you're saying there's only a 4-lap window, it's probably better to short pit. But if they have probably a 6-7 lap run that they can stretch it, you're going to gain it back. But if they only got a 4-lap window, it's probably better short pit.
Yeah, if there's, especially it depends on how many laps are left in the stage and all that too. Like
4 or 5 cars pitting now.
Billy
Jay Wild's in, Reckless is in.
Then it also plays into the factor, if you're Billy and them guys way out in the lead, it don't matter what you do. You guys are out there far enough, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, and if I'm way out in the lead, I'm going to stay as long as possible to avoid any kind of caution and get set back,
Yeah, because even when they pit, if they got 4 to go, they can take less fuel. The car's lighter. It's even going to go faster and burn them and track them back down.
As we had a little tiny technical difficulty, as kind of got a little disconnected, but getting loaded back in. So thank goodness. Thank you, Bad Martin, for sending me that other invite, or I would have been SOL.
Oh, you got booted from the lobby.
Yeah, it got it all of a sudden, which is kind of weird. I'm hardwired, so I actually have when I had the Comcast guy come out a while back, I told him I made sure. I said, give me everything I need. I don't want any you better not lag one single time, or my bill's gonna be for free.
Yeah.
Well, I've had to pay every month, so.
More in the wall.
Working out pretty good up until this little thing happened. I don't know, maybe it could have been user error. I'm not gonna hold that out. I might have accidentally hit the button myself. It could have been a manual
so my
malfunction.
question is, does anybody know who the leader is and any kind of rundown here?
I can't really tell who the leader is at the moment.
I see the one car all by himself. Let me see if I can.
Yes, right now, with that, right now Billy is still being scored our leader after that round of green flag pit stops. So let me get a lap count. With this time by, we have...
I can't see on any of my...
Yeah, the sucker just popped up literally for a half, not even a split second, so...
Get your goggles on, Shady. Get them on so you can see.
Hey, Shady, with your getting disconnected, I was had an issue get disconnected at the beginning of a race the other day. So we like it was in qualifying. So then when I restarted everything, I forgot to turn my stream on and missed like 3 races. So make sure you got that stream going again. If that
I got the. Oh, I always have the stream going.
This game loves to mess with you.
Yeah, I was bummed. I went to watch the races afterwards, and nothing was there. I was like, oh, actually, I was saying like goodbye. I'm going to turn the stream off, and it said start broadcast. I was like, no.
I went into a championship race one night where all I had to do was finish the race, and I lagged out.
You lagged out.
Yep.
Wow.
That's how this game likes to mess with you.
Yeah.
Wow. We saw that something similar during the playoffs last year. Well, we got 9 laps to go this time by. So as Billy crosses this right now, we have 8 to go right now as Billy just crossed the line. So
my pick's looking good, boys.
I think mine is up there. I can't tell. Where's Typical at? You know?
He is trying to make a run. Let's jump on Typical here. Here's Typical.
I don't see anybody close. I see the 19 car off of Billy's screen, but I imagine he's a lap down at least, probably with the problems he had there getting to pit road.
Yeah, he is still a lap down.
Typical must be around 3rd or 4th or something, I think.
Typical is a little bit, as Billy is in the middle, as Billy is coming off a turn 2.
There's a crash in turn 3. It was a white car.
Yeah, Nowinski.
Oh, my dark horse. Oh, J-Wow gave him a bump. J-Wow got into his bumper a little bit there. I don't know if that was Nowinski slowing, causing that.
I'm not sure.
J-Wow definitely got into his rear end just a bit, right on in the entry, or the exit, I think. The middle.
Well, we are still green, so I think Nowinski just spun. I don't see any damage to that 88, so I think he just spun the thing out.
Let me go back and see what I can see.
But we already have 1 car already into the garage, gentlemen. That's going to be the number 10 car or more.
I noticed that. He hit the wall, and then... Oh, yeah, Nowinski hit the curb, came up, J-Wow clipped him in the back, and then, Nowinski spun out on his own.
Well, we're missing quite a few guys tonight. As we said, Dan the Man up here in the booth with us tonight, not on the track. Micah, he was going to be my pick tonight. He's not here tonight. Eagles, we don't have Eagles. Eagles isn't here tonight. So
summer vacation for Eagles, so he must be out at the carnival or something.
Guys.
I think he might have got extended hours now that it's summertime, but it's still getting close. Possible. Streetlights might be on soon, so.
No, me and his mom discussed that. I still want to keep him in his regular bedtime.
Over dinner last night? For dinner and dancing, we talked about Eagles.
I hope he listens to the stream because it'd be like that damn bad.
That's shot fired across the bow. There is what that is. Shot fired.
We are coming to 3 to go here, it looks like.
And the big race here right now is DK Brown and Typical for second.
Oh, that's for second. Okay, yeah, he's right on Typical's rear end. He might have clipped the wall a little bit, DK, there. Maybe just a hair, though.
So they are definitely battling as Billy is pretty much going to walk away with stage 1. As he's definitely going to try to make this regular season championship, a little bit interesting between he and Mike RPM.
You sure this isn't a battle for 3rd? Typical and because isn't Mike RPM 2nd?
It is possible.
Yeah, I think so.
It is possible.
You don't know what the hell he's doing.
No, Mike RPM's 5th. Sorry.
Yep, Lynch is 4th. Mike RPM 5th.
Is DK even... Is he...
Typical is 2nd. DK is 3rd.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. I keep thinking Lynch is the 4 car because he's in the 4th position.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he's in the 3. But heavy duty is in between Typical and Billy, so as a lap down. So that's what's kind of throwing things off as we're.
Or disrupt the wall. So here goes DK Brown.
He's underneath.
1 lap to go.
Go make him rub it again.
I think I keep thinking that's Lynch too, because Lynch has a 4 in his name as well.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, that's for his real race car.
Yeah. Yeah, that was it there.
Oh, DK goes around him. That's the end of stage 1.
That is the end of stage 1.
Get him there. Yeah.
Now we can pack it back up. That was going to get boring there. My guy was out there in lead, just saying, "See you later."
Well, since Ken, since they've been doing the low draft, you've almost seen like an A, B, and C group of every race. You've seen the fast ones,
I believe it. Yeah,
semi-fast ones, and the slower guys at the back. It's almost made it like a. You're not even in the race tonight.
that was kind of their intention.
You're about a B group driver right now. You've had a bad season.
You should get back in the garage and work on that car, because I know you put a Chevy motor in it and ruined that Ford.
Can you ruin a Ford any further?
Easy now.
Oh, big time.
I know you could be in this league and run 10th place, and then you go out and open lobbies and whoop up on everybody.
Now let's watch the glitching on the 18 with everybody else that started here.
Yeah, I'm keep an eye on that 18.
DK Brown.
DK Brown. Yeah.
And he's reckless.
He's
I think
been, he's a
good car,
fast.
just had a major glitch over.
Yeah, DK has had I mean, he's a fast guy. I mean, he can drive he can drive these cars. He has not had a season that he is wanted by any stretch. Talk about some bad luck. I mean, he's had some real bad luck. He's been kind of
DK.
Oh, big wreck happened, and Mike RPM and Reckless got side by side. As Reckless looked like he got tight.
In the wall.
They're still going.
Looks like they got it all together, though.
Yep.
Not sure what exactly happened, but Reckless got into the side of RPM, and Mike got up into the wall, lost all that momentum, and slid all the way back.
Heavy's gonna pick up the spot on that.
Heavy duty under the 3.
Yeah, Heavy should have. I think Heavy picked up got that lap back. I think.
And just for everyone watching YouTube there, if you do want a different angle, I got mine up too, streaming Inniltown11. Anyone wants to see a bit of a different angle on some things?
Well, look at JWoww and JWoww and Clash, and the JCR boys are back up there.
Yep.
Mac Attack.
That's no surprise.
24.
But Billy and Typical are driving away from JWoww here. A little bit.
Typical one.
You're racing right there, Dan. Just throw me one back.
Typical must be pushing till they get here.
Well, there's my old 4 car. I mean, I have to root for him too, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of sharp looking. You like that one I showed you the other day at Mark Burns' car there, Ken?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
These guys are getting racy here in mid-pack with Reckless, DK, Heavy Duty, Mac Attack. Mike RPM is coming back up through there.
Yeah, he wants his spot back.
Yeah, he's
going after his next victim. Look out, Heavy Duty, he's coming.
Typical's peeking. He's peeking a bit.
Ooh! Oh, big wreck! TK and burn around.
Big wreck.
Oh yeah, he went to the curb and Heavy Duty got into him, just like with Lewinsky, the same thing pretty much.
As DK
and they keep going.
Yeah.
Oh no way.
They are so green.
Heavy, he's still going. He lost the 2 spots there, but he's still going.
DK is going to be the biggest loser on that because he went around and he's got damage.
He's 12 seconds back, showing 13 seconds back just from Heavy Duty now.
And a lot of damage to that 18 car, so he's going to want that pit stop to come back.
Typical
got around Billy.
Yeah.
Typical got around Billy.
And that's bringing, JWow's been holding pace about 6/10 behind them, too.
Clash and JWow, was that Clash and Lewinsky there? Clash and JWow coming, I think. Yep. 2 familiar cars.
He is right on the bumper of Typical. as the JCR boys, they're hooked up to try to catch the two of them. And Mike RPM has already moved back up to 5th when he dropped back all the way to 10th. So he's moving up with the vengeance.
That's for sure. They can't catch those front two, though. These 251s here. They are stuck at 6/10 back. Oh, it just got to 5/10. So it's starting to move a little. They do have his draft. They are catching some draft from up there.
Are they both on the lead lap now?
Definitely
everybody should be on the lead lap now, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, these JCR guys, they are going to catch these front two guys as they are catching them. They're down to .4.
They're getting Billy's draft here every corner.
Yeah, so they're in his trash now, yeah.
Hello, we're
quick
here.
on the backstretch here.
So you were mentioning real briefly about the different types of gears, whether you run a tall gear or a low gear. You know, around Atlanta, what kind of RPMs are you wanting to run by the time you get into the turn 1 and turn 3? Are you trying to get up to about 8,200, maybe more than that, less than that? Where do you guys prefer to be?
You guys making a move here.
Yep, JWoww's already. They caught Billy, and they are passing Billy. Both JCR guys.
Yeah, hung it to dry.
Well, Billy didn't offer much of a fight. He saw both those two guys coming, and I think he's going to try to use those two guys. He won stage 2.
Yeah, I don't think he's one to really push the issue. JWoww's going to try on the outside here. Typical. Looks like they're getting around 82. Jumps to 8,500 RPM going into turn 1. It looks like on JWoww.
Never a bump there.
I would say that's in the range. I'm not sure exactly. What's anyone else think on that? Yeah. Looks like he's only dipping to about 78 through the turn. Getting up about to 82 in the 3. Yeah, typical just got into JWoww a little bit there.
Clashin's taking his turn.
Yep.
And Billy's going to go underneath here.
Shady.
Yo. What'd I do?
What time is it?
Oh, it's not yet. But we're getting ready to have green flag stops here in a minute.
Oh,
yeah, we're
okay.
5 laps away from empty.
Yeah. No, we're gonna have to do that on the next, coming off the next caution. Yeah, caution or the stage. Yeah.
Actually, it was my birthday on Monday.
Just a little something that's a little fun that Lug and I like to have on Wednesdays.
Hey, I turned 42 on Monday.
Yeah.
That was a pretty regular old day.
I'm making a pit stop.
Yeah, the green flag. And the 17 is around Mac Attack.
Oh, did RPM just go into the wall, I think, too?
As Mac Attack got spun around there on turn 3 and 4.
He's betting.
I think he tried to slow that 17 down, caught the apron to get on the apron to come down the pit road, and you know how that happens.
Billy back to the lead.
Slow that car down as fast as you can. You hit that apron, and that just sends you around. I think that's what happened there with Mac Attack.
That's what happened with both those other two incidents with Nowinski and Heavy Duty or DK there.
Heavy Duty, yeah.
Billy back to the lead. They are getting close. Their tire lights are on.
And here comes the JCR guys underneath of Billy again. So
I think RPM might have clipped the wall.
He went in there pretty high.
He fell back.
I think you're probably just gonna start to see Billy, kind of just hang out for a minute. I think he probably wanted to see what he really had. He dropped back to 4th. He came back took the lead back, and now he's kind of just dropped back to fourth a little bit. I think he knows what he has for sure.
We got heavy end. We got pit signaling by Typical and Clashing.
Yeah, so look for these leaders to come in now.
Someone else was already in, too. I couldn't quite see. Yeah, all 4 of them are coming down there now. All 5.
Here comes all the leaders.
I think Mike RPM might have clipped the wall about 4 or 5 laps ago. He really seemed to lose some space there.
Well, I'll tell you what, RPM, Mike, he made some time up as he
came
was
roaring
right in. He coming in hot.
Yeah.
We'll see if he made it.
Yeah,
that's true. Because, he was definitely, he was triple that distance behind.
Not that anybody left knew I was gone, but I'm back.
I did know that you were gone, Lug.
There's a bit of an emptiness in the air.
Glad to hear it. You're back. Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back. You got a hot dog?
Yes, I did.
Nice cold beer.
No, Lynch and Billy drank all the beer in the fridge, but it looks like
he didn't get a penalty. He's going to be right on Billy's bumper when they pull out.
Yeah, that was a great pit entrance there for him, for sure.
Yeah.
Hot pit stuff.
Yeah.
He knew, he timed it right. He certainly did, man.
There's a lot of time to gain right there if you really push the limits.
A lot of time to lose, I can tell you that from personal experience.
That's the, the way, right? The good and the bad.
Oh, yeah.
I think that would probably be everyone through the pits now.
I think so. So J-Well is going to come out as our leader after a round of green flag stops.
I'm sure anybody listened to Nowinski's car tonight? Go on his car and listen to his engine.
Okay. I'll let him do that. Does he have something going on?
Yeah, just listen to his engine.
I don't even hear it.
Riding with Nowinski now.
Just pinned.
It's... It sounds sick.
I can barely hear it. Just sounds like he's got it right pinned.
It sounds like he's stuck in third gear.
Yeah, it just sounds like he's got it pinned right to the hilt.
I mean, he's full throttle all the way around, but I mean, he's got to be pushing 8,700 RPM at the end of the straight.
Just sounds like you're just screaming.
Yeah, there's got some kind of issue going on there.
There's the gears. Talking about the gears.
Listen.
Yeah, I don't know if Billy lost some time there in the pits, if he had some damage to fix, but I don't remember seeing him getting them all.
It looked like he did lose a bit of time on exit there.
Yeah, he lost some time on exit.
Yeah, you might just want to stay away from those two.
I wouldn't want to be that far back.
Get a little crazy, those two TCR boys.
Yeah, well, he's got Mike RPM right there on his heels, so.
Nowinski, or not Nowinski, but
I think right now Mike RPM, even if something happened with Mike RPM, him just starting and finishing the race, he'll probably have the regular season championship all wrapped up tonight.
Yeah, he had a big lead.
He had a very healthy point lead coming into tonight. I know that. Let's see.
Just the playoff points alone.
Yeah. But talking with him talking with him a couple times over the past couple weeks when we brought him up to the booth, and he has taken notice on those playoff points, and he shoots for those playoff points each week. And you can see, I mean, even I think he has only a couple wins, but I mean, finishing, he's got a lot of stage wins. And if he's not finishing first, he's finished in that top 3 podium quite a few times. So, not necessarily being the most winning car, but certainly being the most consistent.
Yeah, consistency. It's like a short run versus a long run car, right? It's a long season.
Is that something you can buy in a box? Because I need a couple of cases.
It's expensive.
Years of practice. That's the only way you're gaining that.
Very expensive and time consuming.
Yeah, just trying to turn the last 3 days. Been in a couple.
He got in a little bit of a mess when we spread up.
Clashing just took the lead.
Yeah, Clashing out first.
He's had a couple issues.
Yeah.
Well, just leg.
Yeah, he gets caught up in the mess.
Well, right now he's running 7th. He is running 7th right now.
He'll take it.
As Reckless Racer is running 6th. You've got Clash in 1st, JWoww 2nd, Typical 3rd, Billy 4th, Mike RPM 5th, Reckless is 6th, and Lynch is 7th.
I got Typical in between the two Clashing and JWoww.
Oh, so Typical is now taking over 2nd spot.
Yeah, I'm showing Heavy Duty in 7th.
Oh, so Heavy Duty's moving back on up in there. So we got a little bit of racing going on with these top
well,
three.
Obviously, we don't know what the hell we're talking about. No,
I got Heavy Duty's stream up. Okay. He's been in 7th for a while. He's all by himself out there. He's the only one on the front stretch.
Who's around him on his stream?
Those guys hands full of Mike RPM.
I don't think Mike's really doing anything, because if you watch them two, they have two
you
way different lines. Billy kind of enters late, Mike enters down in lower on some of them, but they keep coming off together. So, yeah, I think they need to work. They're trying to work to get up there, which that's going to be hard with the low draft.
And they got 3 cars
I
up
get
front.
one viewer every week, Ken, and it's Fire Truck.
Well, hi, Fire Truck, if you're listening.
He's in there.
Yeah, those front 3, when they get together, they're getting drafted. But they're pushing Typical out the way right now.
Oh. I'm currently riding with Mike RPM right here at the moment, and watching him.
I'm gonna go back in front. It's more exciting.
I'm
going sky view.
Kind of seeing how Mike RPM gets around this track here.
Mr. Rain, Fire Truck says, "Hi, buddy, new daddy."
Yeah, that kind of put me to the sideline.
Yes, it did. Be surprised what instant fatherhood does to you, eh? Right.
Yeah.
You should go on that show that they didn't know they were pregnant. You should go on that show.
Well, see, my wife put me in. I'm the 9 o'clock to like 1 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Guy, so that's my time slot to race.
Yeah. Life comes first.
And then you get to look like it's just a game. It's just a game.
Racing is life.
You look at it like, you don't understand.
It's the only game I like.
It's the only game I play.
All my friends are on there.
Yeah, all my friends are there.
That's it. I haven't talked to a real friend, like a human, like in person.
You take it in the sandbox. You got your toys taken away.
I brought my real friends along.
Yeah.
I brought my business partner. Like, come on, let's go race. Get your shit up online.
Yeah, I don't even talk to anyone in real life anymore. Unless if they were to join NASCAR, I would talk to them.
Pretty much.
We put up with Shady, I was told to, so it's his night, so.
And I know everybody doesn't understand the family that comes with this, just the friendships, you know, even though we're ever distances.
Out of all the friends I've ever known, there's only one that I know in real life that actually watches NASCAR, and he lives in Nova Scotia. So don't see him too much, about 3,000 clicks away.
Same as me, I got more friends on here than I do in real life.
Yeah, like I couldn't even call anyone if they want to see if they want to come over and watch a race. No one would answer.
Yeah, we do.
I got
Todd out there.
We got pits going on.
Bright.
Does anybody care that anybody's... Hey, people are pitting. People are pitting.
Why are
nobody's listening to me?
Oh yeah, they're coming to pit stop now.
Mac
Heavy Duty, I think, is coming in now. Yeah. Heavy Duty's in.
That's it. I quit. Nowinski's in.
It's too bad about Nowinski. He had some high hopes for him today. Hopefully he can recover.
Yeah, I know. I'm just bugging him.
This
is the only night that I get to pick on somebody that I don't get picked on. So.
See, you miss me because I used to pick on you a lot.
This round of green flag pits.
Yep.
Yep, I was just saying that.
Barely,
I was just getting ready to say that Mike got around Billy, and that's
Billy's signaling, or Billy might be.
There he goes.
Mike RPM, they're calling Billy, and then we're coming.
Yep.
Billy signal last time.
Clashing and JWoww are dropping in. Oh no, they're going one more.
Yep.
I'm going to stay on Mike and see how his pits went.
Lynch is down pit road as well, so the 3 is in, and now he's
Billy's
coming
pushing
out.
RPM all the way down pit road.
Yeah, let's see which one of them get the best pit stop this time, because them are some tight bumpers right there.
All right, here comes the JCR guys now, as this green flag stop is brought to you by MinaPeach.com. Mina Peach. MINAPEACH.com. Get all your gifts. Father's Day's coming
Mike
up.
and Billy are heading out nose to tail, just like they come in.
So
look at that, Billy. Well, Billy was in front of me, behind him when they come in, so he gained the spot on the pit. So his stop was quicker. Mike's probably like, damn it, I just passed him, now I gotta do it again.
Well, I wonder where that's gonna leave.
Not on Billy, and look like no, all 3 of them are leaving right now.
Actually, Clash and them have one more lap, so they'll be coming out in front of Billy here.
They're coming out now.
They'll come out probably pretty tight. They should come out, I would think.
Well, yeah, DK Brown's with them, so there'll be 3 of them by the time they get wound up.
As Clash and still being scored the leader here.
Yep,
Yeah, you think Billy and Mike would just get bumper to bumper since them spread out there a little bit. They got them lap cars to deal with right now. That would help them in their favor.
So you got Clash in first, JWoww second, Mike RPM
just got in the
third.
wall, so let's go bring him up pretty quick.
Billy fourth, and Typical is fifth.
Yeah, Shady, you're right there too about that. MinaPeach.com. Lots of great gifts. Ships worldwide too.
Absolutely, man. Especially
and
for
the best thing is,
it's
Canadian.
Yeah. Canadian. Yeah, Canadian. A lot of local made products too.
Well, maybe their products.
Oh, JWoww on the grass.
Into the
No,
grass.
that was Nowinski. Sorry.
No, it was Nowinski, yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that, JWoww. I saw a white car.
Nowinski cutting a little bit of lawn here in Atlanta.
That scared the poop out of me.
Is that one of those turn 4 got loose things that you go up and see?
It looked like
Yes, it was. Yeah, I was riding with him at the time. I wasn't sure which one it was.
Really have that problem here, guys? I never really had that problem. Not like Charlotte.
Well, I mean, it's built.
You turn that corner too quick.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe with a car under you or outside of you, it might add to it a bit.
I don't think it's as strong as what you would see in Texas, but
no.
They're built somewhat similar and still have, with this similar banking and
I think he held that yellow line too long, and
I see he's a little freer because he's
the Ford's still running good.
Yeah.
Hey, Shady, I wanted to just add real quick too. A lot of the products that we sell there too are all locally made by people. My wife makes quite a few of the products too, keychains and lanyards and that. So a lot of it's handmade. Local made.
Local artists, absolutely.
Yeah. A lot of drawings too that are local artists.
But ships everywhere in the world, and I will make sure I have the spelling up for next week, but that's MinaPeach.com. Check it out.
Are you guys able to put the link up on the site, or?
He's gonna learn them. I'm gonna learn them too.
Yeah, I'll get
check it out.
Get the wife to be able to send a link or something to the page too on Facebook.
Yeah, I'll have to.
Maybe on the Discord or something too.
I meant to do that. Of course, I was running late. I was going to have it on the bottom with the, the little banner. And
Lynn's just catching somebody here, I think.
Running fashionably late as we always do.
Pretty much. The head broadcaster's the latest one.
I thought I had about 20 minutes. Always. And then I saw Billy say we're racing at 3. I was like, what time is it?
Yeah. Well, they're not wasting time with this stage because we've already got only 7 laps to go, so they're picking them up and laying them down pretty good clip here at stage 2.
It looks like RPM got a bit of a gap now on Billy, and then Typical is Typical's way back.
Yeah, Typical keeps rubbing that wall just a tad.
Let's get on a Typical.
Right now, the JCR boys are looking to put DK Brown and Mac Attack a lap down if they can.
Where are they?
I'm going to say they're going to have a fight on their hands for DK if it's only a couple laps left. He's going to try to hold them off.
Oh yeah, DK's not just going to give that one up.
I'll see how many laps we got at the line here.
Too, so.
We're only going to have 6 laps to go this next time by. Here comes DK underneath Mac Attack.
Yeah, I'm showing 5 laps out.
No, he might be a lap down now to spin. I don't know.
Yeah, under 17 there.
But DK is was doing everything he can to hold him off, but
which one goes wide, the other one's going to come with him.
He's trying, but
he's trying, but he's gonna. And there goes clashing down into the grass.
That was J-Well.
Hell of a save.
Oh yeah, J-Well. Yeah,
that was J-Well. See, they're both in 51s. They're both in white.
I was on J-Well at the time.
They both got rowdy.
Straighten them numbers up.
Yeah.
Oh, he hit the curb too. J-Well almost spun it. He was getting sideways. It was a good save.
J-Well again. J-Well, there he is.
Well, let's take a look back here throughout the field. These guys are pretty spread out now. Not a whole lot.
We are at 3 to go.
Yep, riding with Billy right now, and he's got he's about 0.7 seconds behind Mike RPM, and about 5 seconds in front of Typical, who's running 5th. So these guys are pretty well spread out now.
DK's working on clashing.
Yes, he is. He wants to
J-Well
get that lap back.
A slightly different 51 this week than clashing.
Yep. As we got 2 laps to go, so this next time by, they'll take that white flag and take the 1 lap to go.
So who's leading? Clashing?
Clashing.
Yeah.
Clashing.
J-Well's, he's coming back.
J-Well 2nd, Mike RPM 3rd, Billy 4th, and Typical is running 5th.
DK wants it.
Last lap.
Well, when I had the...
Not going to get
the points up.
I think he might. I think he's letting him by. Yeah, he's letting him by to get his lap back. Looks like. Yeah.
So coming into this race, Mike RPM had a 42-point lead over Billy coming into this race. So I think it's pretty much well decided that Mike RPM is going to be crowned the regular season champion. As we have just completed stage number 2. Clashing gets that one. J-Well 2nd, Mike RPM 3rd, Billy gets 4th. Typical rounds out the top 5 for stage 2. As we're getting ready to go into stage 3 here in Atlanta, the FTR A-League. Wednesday night racing for these guys.
This is where the money's paid out.
Lynch in 6th, Heavy Duty 7th, DK Brown in 8th on the lead lap. Mac Attack is 9th, the first car a lap down, so he will be the lucky dog winner. Reckless Racer is in 10th, also a lap down, and Nowinski is 11th, also 1 lap down. And then, of course, Moore, who took the 10 car back into the garage, in 12th. So, still going to have all but 2 cars on the lead lap.
Right, you really got to give it that leader to letting DK back around. I mean, DK probably could have fought him, and he was like, just let me let around. That puts 2 cars back on the lead lap, and that's good sportsmanship.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Was it Clashing that moved down to last week? Remember he backed up, I think it was Clashing.
Yeah, he did, because he got into Billy,
Yeah, he and Billy.
And
Clashing's always been a class act kind of guy. Very respected and very respectful on the track and off the track, and like Clash a lot. He's helped me a tremendous amount as well. And does that driving a truck? He drives long distances.
Can you imagine sitting in the back of a semi racing this game?
I think I've seen a picture of his setup before.
I mean, I gotta have my chair, able to stretch my legs out. Yeah. I'm just like sitting in the back of a truck, just whooping our ass.
I tell you what, who's looked like that they were pushing as tight as a tractor trailer truck, and that was a 19 who was up into the wall. Again. That's Nowinski getting loose off of 4. He goes back into the grass.
What happened to him? He had such a good car yesterday, it seems.
At heavy duty, he had that sucker floored going around 1 and 2, and he was not lifting either, whether he was going to scrape that wall or not. He wasn't lifting.
I'm just wondering if Lewinsky's got some stock in lawn care industry. He's got to tear up that grass, so that way they got to fix it.
I think most of those tread marks are
like
him
stock
too.
Car or something on the side of his car.
Yeah, maybe he's trying to get a sponsor on that car by some lawn care companies.
Hey, it's that time of year, you know. Yeah. I mean, we're in that time of year where you know, the landscaping companies are out.
Yeah, well, Nowinski will give him plenty of work to do.
That's why these leagues downsize this time of year. Everybody's out doing something, and sometimes they don't make it. Like we're being out here, 10 minutes, you know.
But it's another good time as Stage 3 is brought to you by MinaPeach.com, framing, home decor, and gifts. Ladies who are watching the stream, watching your husbands, fathers, brothers, uncles race, Father's Day is coming up. Check them out, MinaPeach.com. Offer all your kinds of gifts coming up. Gifts for him, gifts for her, gifts for even a puppy dog and kitty cat, for goodness sakes. And that's more than good. I mean, check it out. Hand framing, local artwork. They ship anywhere around the world. Check them out. MinaPeach.com. Peaches are good. I love peaches. Peaches.
Millions of peaches.
Yeah. Every time I give the shout, I give the shout out. Mina Peach. Now I want a peach.
Now I want me a peach.
Oh, shady.
Yeah, it's not so much of a peach up front as these guys going at it again as Mike RPM has battled and come back to regain the lead. Oh, man, we got Lynch.
Yeah, heard some skidding.
And Lynch. Oh, he's going to keep it off the wall. Ooh. And that's going to spin it.
Yep.
Slow down, boys.
Caution, yes.
Caution is out.
First caution of the race.
First caution of the race.
Well, for that caution, there's plenty of bereavement items for sale too at Mina Peach.
And it looks like Heavy Duty got involved. He's got some damage. Reckless Racer's got
somebody else is in the pits. It looks like DK Brown maybe out of it.
Yeah,
I see typical Lynch pitting right now. Nowinski's pitting. Mac Attack. I think they all might end up coming here.
Oh yeah, they're gonna all come in and
especially
with Atlanta on this track. Yeah, you come in and get fresh tires.
DK no move.
DK is not pitting. No.
DK is.
That was a computer caution, boys. Looks like.
Yeah.
Maybe
debris must have somewhere. Yeah, a hot dog wrapper on the track.
Billy up front now.
Yeah, Billy beat. Oh, we're gonna get close. Ooh. Oh, Mike R.
Ooh. That was tight, really tight from JWoww's view. He was all over him.
On the outside, yeah, it is too.
JWoww give him some space there. That really got ugly.
Yeah. Just took Heavy Duty's nose off when he came down.
Now, Heavy Duty is trying so hard to get back up here into the booth before the end of this season.
And he's been stuck at 7th for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, little shot there.
Here goes Mike RPM.
Yeah, a little shot.
Mike looking for that lead. He's going to have some help.
A lot of pushes behind him.
A little bit of help, yep.
I think Billy might have just got a little tight off exit there and opened it up.
Yeah, just kind of he let him know he was there a little bit.
Yeah.
There's that 4-car. Typical now. He's getting up into this. He's got something to say. He's right behind Billy now. So we're going to have a 5-car breakaway with this top 5. Lynch there in 6, Reckless in 7.
That's a fast top 5 too, that's for sure.
Yeah, it is. 5 are the fastest on the game.
Yeah.
You know.
5 of the fastest, not the 5 fastest, right?
No, that's what I said. 5 of the fastest guys. And I didn't say
You got the other 5
like
in the booth here tonight.
Yeah, but I mean,
I would like you to
I'm not even in the first
and give a run for money.
5,000, so I'm never worried about that.
Well, there's only a few hundred people playing the game, so.
I mean, it's a pleasure to watch these guys, how fast they are getting around this. That's why I like riding on the hood view as they get around the track and see the line that they run and how they're able to get around this track as fast as they do. You know, I mean, we've seen some fast guys in this league this season. I mean, we've seen guys. It's your bro Chase. He's run some this season. Slade.
Well, this kind of helps the B driver because normally we're not like this. We race before these guys, so it's actually nice to see these guys before we get here.
Yeah,
he's thinking it's nice we're gonna get a hand-me-down setup here Thursday. That's what he's thinking.
Tell me I know who my friends are. I know who my friends are on YouTube.
I got an old Billy set up. I might have to get a little bit of an update on that.
I cannot drive Billy's. That boy likes a loose car.
Oh, the car feels really good. I need something to pick up just a little bit more speed.
Well, I'm on a controller and he's on a wheel, so that makes a big difference.
Yeah,
I could usually take Billy's, and I would only have to snug it just a little bit. But
I didn't really have to do anything to the setup.
I usually change the wheel lock.
Yeah, if anything, something like that, or the offset.
Okay, for some of the guys that don't know, some of the inexperienced guys, that's a common question. What does the wheel lock do? What does that help?
Like a sensitivity kind of with the wheel for individually per track, you know. Instead of having
put one on your steering
one.
wheel, they can't steal your car.
Yeah.
It's more
Was that the club?
I guess.
Remember that?
I guess you would call it more input. You know, the lower it is, isn't that?
I think the higher it might be more sensitive. I forget exactly what it is. I'm always right around 4.
It fucks up with your steering somehow. That's all
yeah,
you know
it's
right now.
It's like a sensitivity for the wheel, like in track.
We'll have to ask on those white cars when they come up to the booth tonight.
That's why we're in the booth.
Yeah, it saves from having to change your sensitivity in the menu for every different track. You can fine tune it a little more per track, you know, where it's always set.
Well, in all fairness, Lug, I don't think anybody's trying to steal the number 6 weenie mobile from you anytime
soon.
That's
right.
So.
Nobody wants my bacon.
I've threatened to steal it from you a time or two.
Yeah.
Oh, how did that go?
I'm still driving it.
I told you when the new game comes out with Brad Kozlowski, I might have to consider it because them are some pretty smoking paint scenes.
You might have to get behind the wheel again before you can steal anything.
We can have a race off.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you guys saw the one release. I think later this month, I think they're going to have an update and possibly introduce the next gen car. I think there was a plan for that from Motorsports Games, I think.
Oh, yeah, it's a Heat
for the new game or this game?
For the new one. Yeah,
is that for Ignition or a new game?
For Heat 5, I think.
Yeah, Ignition already has the next gen cars, I would imagine, don't they?
Yeah, the next gen cars are the
I haven't played that game, and
I turned it on last week. They gave you the next gen car for one track.
They released a timeline, you know, to hopefully where they're planning on having the next NASCAR console game released about this time next year in mid 2023.
Yeah, I read that they were skipping this year, and I think.
But it said in June 2022, that later this month of June, is that they were supposed to possibly introduce the next gen car to Heat 5.
That'd be great.
I might be wrong on that.
There was some changes with that new company too that made the Ignition. So I think it's still the same company, but it should be a lot better the next game coming out. Ignition.
I don't know, but if anybody that made the game Ignition is listening, you guys did a terrible job.
Yeah, they did. I think they were more of like an F1 type of company. And they tried to do NASCAR.
That was putting it very nicely.
Yeah. I'm keeping it clean so I don't get banned for the couple days I'm on a month.
Yeah. They're like the way Call of Duty is now with that new NASCAR game. The game release is about 50% done, and they've got to fix it all year. And then by the time it's decent, the next game comes out.
We are about 50, well, close to about 50% done this third and final stage. We've got about 30 laps to go.
I think they're
next time by.
I think they're about 5 or 6 from pit stops here.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing some green flag stops.
It's like these guys are on sync with their streams. Every time I got JWoww and Heavy Duty, and whenever one shows the laps, the other one does. And whenever one shows the car, they both switched again at the same time. They're up 5 laps.
Top 5. Nobody's going anywhere. Here comes Lynch now. Lynch is coming in now with Mac Attack. And Mac Attack has been doing that all night and pitting a few laps early, trying that short pit.
I wonder if he's burning the tires, because even these guys are coming in at about 4% when they pit on that right rear.
Yeah. I know.
I think I've seen 2%.
The leader's signaling a pit.
Yeah,
looks
Mike
like
RPM's
Mike
down
and
low.
Billy look a little bit here.
Yep, here comes same as last round.
Whoever's behind Billy's pitting too here.
Billy and Mike come in a pit. JCR boys, both of the JCR guys, Titans and Clashin', is stayed out with Typical. So we'll look for these 3 guys to
I'll get on Typical here.
Typical just signaled he's going to pit.
Yeah, look for Typical to come in now. I think Clashin' and Titans are going to try to go one more time.
Yeah, they've been stretching it right to the last lap. The last pit stop.
RPM is backwards in this pit right now.
Oh, the 24 just spun into the wall.
24? Yep, the 24 reckless.
I don't know if that was glitching or what it was, but that didn't look good at all.
I think he did exactly what I think Mac Attack did earlier, and trying to slow that thing down. And as soon as you hit that apron, that back end just comes right around on you.
RPM are out.
I was going to mention that about the apron. If you come in on the wrong angle, trying to slow, it could really mess you up.
Yep, Heavy Duty's in, Nowinski's in.
Here comes
Billy's out.
Here pitting. Typical is exiting.
Billy and Mike RPM nose to tail still.
Looks like JWoww going to drop the wedge a touch. What kind of times you got here? 15.7 for JWoww. Not too bad.
Why did he only take 1.5 He only took 1.5 cans.
JWoww?
Yeah.
I think he could split the 2:15s here now that they're at 30, so I don't think he needs, if he picks after 15 more, he'll have another 15-lap run.
Okay.
There's less weight. Car's going to get faster.
Because it's got him as 16 laps now. He's coming out of the pits with 16 laps on his tank. So that's that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to split it to where he'll only need to pit one more time.
Yeah, he's already dropped down
to 15. To the end.
Yeah, he's already down to 15, so yeah, he'll be split. I think there's 29 laps to go? 28?
Yep, and Mike RPM and Billy just passed him as Mike RPM now takes over the lead, Billy in second.
See, these guys will have 2-lap fresher tires too now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now, does 2 laps make that big of a difference here in Atlanta?
I would say, yeah, like they'll gain a little bit for every lap the whole run now. They're already picking up pretty fast on them.
So that might be one of those things
running there.
Like you were saying, or Log, that it's might be able some of you guys B-League you got. Oh, guess what? Billy just logged out.
Billy just lagged. Wow.
Oh my
Billy
God.
just lagged out.
No.
Yes, he did.
Saw him go up into the wall there. Something might have happened. He went up into the wall first. Like he knew something was going on.
Send him to join the party. We're having fun already.
He just took it. That just handed Mike RPM the season championship. If he didn't pretty much already with a 42-point lead. Billy would pretty much or I'm sorry, Mike RPM would pretty much have to not even have started the race, and Billy went both stages and the race to even have a chance at pulling it out. But Mike RPM's cruising in first right now.
I think something maybe broke on Billy because he moved over into the wall before he lagged out. Like,
yeah, something happened. I don't know, but that's very, very uncharacteristic because Billy's
Mike RPM's slowing down here.
Yeah, he lost power.
Yeah, that's possible. I know there's come from some heavy storms there in the south where he's at.
Mike just surrendered the lead. He kind of pulled up and let him go around. I don't know.
I had that happen a few weeks ago.
He might be on fuel. He might be doing exactly that.
Billy up.
Can do.
No, he lost his power. He said.
Well, Billy?
I guess he could get on maybe on his phone.
So now,
he sent a message saying he lost power. Someone's got to get him the results. He said to.
Can you save a lot of fuel here in the draft? I mean, there's no fuel saving allowed in FTR, so you can't hook in your favorite fuel saving gear. But whatever you're able to save in the draft, even though there's low draft, can you save any fuel at all with a low draft?
I would think very little, man.
I don't know. You'd have to ask Dan or somebody because I've been out of the. I don't do the low draft. Tires maybe.
Yeah, you're in the throttle so much. Even when you're drafting, you're in the throttle a lot. Even just half throttling like all the time.
I would say tires a little bit when you're in between them two cars. Maybe you could not push it so hard into the turn because you got one pushing you. But other than that, I don't think anything else.
That Billy said lost power.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Power.
I had that happen about 2-3 weeks ago.
Every time you turn around.
Right in the middle of the race, just the lights went out, everything was dark, and it was like, no.
The racing gods.
Yeah. Yeah, my whole power went off. It stormed barely, and then everything shut off for about a split second. Came right back on. It was like, come on.
Just enough to kick you.
Yeah, just enough to
tick you off. Yeah. Now I live out in the country where I'm at. And if the wind just blows hard enough, it'll flicker the power, which has happened a couple of times. As we see now...
We have these flickers all the time around here. Like one a month at least. I gotta set my alarm clock all the time because of it.
As with Billy now being lagged out, I wonder if Mike is now kind of just literally in cruise control mode, because now he's just get on back to fourth.
I don't think you have much to worry about to begin with. And yes, Billy just commented I was racing and everything went black.
Yeah.
That's a typical Sunday night for me, Billy.
Yeah. That's it.
That happens to me every Sunday night.
Hey, better tonight than the championship race.
I was thinking of hooking up a generator just for the game sometimes. Just in case.
That's a bad idea.
You're lucky you'd run out of gas.
That's it.
What happens when you
Two to go, the generator shuts off.
Hey, it is. Yeah, that actually isn't not a bad idea. That's for sure. And tomorrow night, tomorrow is Thursday. Yeah, so tomorrow, you might have to give me an idea, because we're expecting some heavy thunderstorms in my area tomorrow afternoon and evening, and I got my race with Hammer down tomorrow night, Thursday night. Yeah, I might have to take that idea and run with it with the old generator idea.
There's some nice setups you can get where it's hooked right into the house, and you don't even know the power's out. It works so well. It might cost about $10,000 to get that set up.
This comes back to where all their friends are on this game, Dan.
That's it. Yeah.
Or if you mean all my friend.
I'll end up spending $10,000 on a whole generator system for the house just to prevent that.
Yeah, just to make sure
the guy comes in and saw what's this for? Oh, this is for PlayStation.
Yeah. Those things are great though. You don't even know the power goes out. Yeah. It doesn't even flicker.
I don't need the house hooked up. I just need my bedroom working.
Yeah. Look that up on Amazon. Got enough 5 generator. Hook it up to a battery pack.
You just want the whole house done, just the bedroom.
Yeah, just this one plug here.
Yeah, just this one plug. Dedicated. That doesn't want generator.
Well, I know my pick is currently leading, gentlemen, with J-Wow. So
whatever.
Someone stopped in the pit road there.
Oh, the 4-car. He missed pit.
Typical.
Yeah, he missed fit, and now everybody's driving through him.
13 laps to go.
Cone.
Yeah.
Yep.
He backed up there too. I'm surprised he didn't get the boot. He's lucky.
That will kill his chance, and he's going to definitely need some help with a caution, because we're going to have 12 laps to go this next time by.
Nowinski pitting.
Here comes Nowinski.
Lynch is in.
JCR guys,
Heavy duties in.
And make no mistake that JWoww and Clash and pretty much have these races completely orchestrated most of the time.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Listen to this guy talking about them guys now. Wasn't he we had to kind of talk him into picking on them tonight, earlier?
Yeah.
No.
When they were lapped down, he's like, man,
you will. And they're pitting.
And
that was a sloppy pit, though.
That show how wise I was, maybe. Or not wise at all. As here they are, side by side, door to door, going down pit road.
Yeah.
Yeah, the entrance wasn't pretty, but...
Yeah.
They might be. Well, as they get a little...
J-Wow dropping the wedge again.
And some tire pressure. It looks like to me.
Well, the entrance was not pretty, but they made it.
J-Wow just made a whole whack of changes
we're
right there,
not down on anybody. We're not trying to single anybody out. We all get along. Just, if you wear your flag,
we still want to see it.
Porch. And here they come out. As they took 4 tires.
Yeah.
I bet you the 51 will.
Hey, Lug, I wonder if that 10,000 watt generator had any power to the car. That'd be a little advantage, maybe. Yeah. The game's just surging power, like red hot.
Slap some decals on the side of it.
Yeah, why not?
Let's go race the generator.
We've got 10 laps to go this time by, so we're getting ready to wrap this thing up. Man, this thing doesn't even seem like it's already gone this fast.
It has been quick.
Well, when you got 5 people up here, it makes it go a little quicker.
I'm looking to see this battle. I think these two might battle it out pretty good coming in a few laps. Let's get up on that.
We're going to leave quite the mess for those guys on Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're going to trash this place.
It'll be alright.
Yeah, it's championship race, so, you know.
I'd say they'll probably try to make the track wider. What do you think, Dan? They'll be knocking down the walls.
Wonder if these two start messing with each other up, if RPM could sneak back up there.
Well, did we find out where the first playoff race is next week?
It's at a track. They turn left.
It's either Charlotte or Dover. I forget.
Charlotte. That's what it is, I think. I think it is Charlotte. I believe it is Charlotte.
See, I knew that.
Charlotte, Dover, Talladega, and Michigan, I believe.
Because you guys had no clue when I asked earlier.
Oh, I just see if Shady knew. He's in charge of all this.
As soon as he said Charlotte, that rings a bell, because I did when I was looking at the...
I'm an invited guest.
I do remember that, because Bertwell was bragging in his, what's he, in C group, that he's going to whoop up on everybody the rest of the season except for Charlotte.
Yeah, I wonder if Bern made any comments tonight. Usually has about 10 or 20. Yeah. Maybe he spilled a drink on his keyboard this time.
Yeah, we got no
He's probably got a snake playing
tonight.
peekaboo, as he says. Got a snake playing peekaboo.
A dookie doo or so, a dinky doo or whatever it says, dude.
Snake playing peekaboo.
I'm scrolling through here. I'm looking to try to find the schedule so we can know for sure for the remainder of the power.
Oh shit! Billy said Charlotte.
What's the one he says? It's something like a dinky do. He says because your belly's so big, I don't think you can't see anything but something like that. Your dinky do, I forget what it is.
Yes, Billy, we got Dan up here too. We got quite the party going on.
He's tough to practice with just because like he can't focus at all on what you're doing.
That sounds like him, that's for sure.
I couldn't even ever get him
going
to a
nuts on Friday. He wouldn't stop Friday night for hours. He was going crazy.
Oh, we had a blast Friday.
Lynch and Typical going at it here, door to door.
They definitely are.
So here we come. So,
give it to him, Lynch. Get him.
So yes, Charlotte is the first round of the playoff. In the first round is Charlotte, then Dover. And second round we go to Talladega, then Michigan. And then the championship, I believe, is to be determined. So we don't know where the championship is going to be.
Oh, one of the leaders wrecked.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that goes clashing hard into the wall. Real hard into the wall.
Clashing real hard as he's got major damage.
And I just turned off him, too.
I saw it in JWoww's mirror. Yeah, I don't know exactly what he did, but...
And with caution is not out.
Nope.
So that will definitely put Clashing's night to
go back and see what happened there quick.
Pretty abrupt end.
Oh, Clashing tried to go down below on the backstretch and must have just got loose and just spun it right in head first right into the wall.
Oh man.
I think he might have got loose trying to come off the wall and get right underneath him and go the other way. I think he got loose and like wiggled it.
We got two laps
we need to give Lynch and Typical some airtime because they're the only two cars that are together.
Yeah, that's what we try. We try to grab somebody every week, and we stay on.
3 and 4 fighting for third. Is that what it is?
No, because well, that is a fight for third. Yeah, you're right. Because Mike RPM is second.
That's what the low draft does.
Coming to the last lap right now.
Jay, well, the white flag is out. 1 lap to go.
Give him the bumper, Lynch. Give him the bumper.
Can he get there to the bumper?
He's there.
Oh, he was tight on him right there.
There you go.
It's a bit of a gap.
Come on, Lynch. He's going to be back in victory lane.
Oh, got a little wiggle
going down the backstretch.
And JWoww across the stripe, so he's got the win. And we go flip over to Lynch. And Typical as they come around turn 4. Lynch going to try it, and he's going to be just short.
Yeah.
As Typical holds on. Oh boy!
Really still managed to keep it in the top 10.
This program was G-rated.
Yep. Well, JWoww gets the win. Mike RPM second. Typical third. Lynch fourth. Heavy Duty fifth. Mac Attack 6th. Clashing finishes 7th. Reckless Racer in 8th. Nowinski 9th. And Billy rounds out the top 10.
Ouch.
That just shows you to stay in the race, because there you got that 3 car was fighting all race long, and then he comes up 4th at the end because everybody else messes up.
And 1 spot shy of that podium too.
Yeah.
1 shot spy of the podium. Well, let's get our top 3 on up here, including our champion, our regular season gentleman. Well.
Hey, let's get that sponsor in there one time. And can you spell it out so I can put it at my phone?
Absolutely. This race is brought to you by MinaPeach.com. Get all your gifts for Father's Day coming up. Got all kinds of goodies in that place, man. That place is pretty cool. Got all kinds of knickknacks. Get your artwork framed. All kinds of stuff. That is MinaPeach.com, and that is spelled specifically MinaPeach.com. MinaPeach.com.
Log your designs,
framing, home decor, and gifts. Check them out. Deliver all over the world. They're out of Ontario, Canada.
Thanks.
Yes, sir. That's my wife and my business. She works really hard for that business, I tell you.
Yeah, and thank you. And tell her thank.
Yeah, I was trying to look it up and I didn't know the spelling, so that's why I was.
Yeah, I'll definitely let her know there, Shady. Thanks for all that too, there.
Yeah, I was trying to.
Thank you.
I'll make sure I get that going on. So there's our second spot. So now we just need.
What happened to your partner in crime there? You hit the bottle?
Clashing?
Yeah.
Oh, he tried to make a move and he just lost control of the car.
So it looked like he tried to go underneath you and got loose.
Yeah,
And
he tried to make a
wiggled it
last
into the
second.
wall. Yeah.
He tried to make a last second decision to go to the bottom, and
Yeah.
he just snapped it back up.
That's what it looked like. As soon as he dropped down, the car just went sideways on him and right into that wall. He went in there pretty good.
So, right now, I'm just waiting for Typical. Anybody want to send Typical a message real quick? Because it'll be faster than me.
The silence falls over the crowd.
Just need one more.
I'm looking for a thing.
Starts with a T, Terry. T.
Actually, no. There it is. It actually starts with an M. Say MFF/typical.
Yeah. See?
Dash.
See, it clears you up. But now we got our top three into the booth, and we're going to start with our third place finisher, and that is in the number 4 car, and that is Typical. How you doing, man? Congratulations, getting third. Glad to have you back up in the booth, man. You've been putting together some really solid finishes here since you got back, came back into FTR A League. I guess about halfway through the season, maybe, and putting together some strong races, man. You had another solid race car, real fast race car again tonight. And we saw that. Go ahead. So, tell us what, coming into tonight. What was kind of your strategy coming into the night? Being the champion at the end of the regular season, getting ready to look for the playoffs next year at Charlotte. Did you have any different strategy coming into the night, looking for the playoffs next week? I'll tell you, man. Well, I'm trying to pull up the points now and see, because where everybody was coming in.
Well, while you're doing that, I just want to ask Typical a quick question. In stage 2, I just noticed, I think it was in the middle of the stage, you were right up front, but then you started to slip back. I just wondered if something happened, or... Oh, so that's why, okay, when you came out, you must have had that. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. All right.
Okay, well, you came into tonight with the last playoff spot in 12th with a 2-point lead over Lynch. And Lynch finished
his voice is on Do Not Allow. You can't hear him on the broadcast.
2 points. That was a big battle then right at the end.
So 2 points right there. But finishing ahead of Lynch at the end of the race. I'm not sure where things stacked up. Did you get any points for stage ends? Did you get any stage points?
Must have been around 4th or something, in the 3rd, 4th, something like that in the first stage. I thought. I forget.
Well, I tell you what, man, I think that might squeak you in and get in the playoffs, man. But either way, man, congratulations on getting another 3rd place, man. And so it's really awesome to watch you race, man. You're always, up there in that top 3, top 5 every week, man. Congratulations, dude. Absolutely. And let's move on to our 2nd place finisher, and who is now crowned the FTR A League season 3 or season 4? Season 4. The season 4 FTR A League regular season champion. Congratulations, Mike.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Definitely, man. So give us your rundown of the race tonight. Finishing 2nd. You came into the race, with a real healthy 42-point lead coming into the race over Billy. So give us your rundown on the race, man.
It was an eventful one, to say the least.
What made it eventful?
Well, we had a really good car, and I completely missed pit road in stage one and had to drive all the way through it and drive all the way back around and then back home.
I remember that. Okay. I wondered why you came out so soon.
Yeah, I went back to ninth, and I don't know. Felt like I gave away the stage. Thought I had a pretty good shot at stage one, but just had to battle back. I think I got back to like fifth, and then the second stage, I got in an incident with Reckless Racer and DK Brown, and I got shot back again. So it was just battling all night long, and we finally got back up there at the end. And I tried a different strategy than the JCR bunch, and I wanted to pit a couple laps earlier and try to make it a little bit of a different strategy. And then I realized that this strategy wasn't going to win me the race or have a chance for me to win. But take second, thought I had third, so it is what it is, and go on to the playoffs, I guess, next week. So.
Yes, sir. I mean, you had the lead there, kind of as the race started winding down, and we saw JWoww come around and get the lead from you. Was that something that you kind of just, was that a strategy move in itself? Because, I mean, it didn't look like it kind of fought him very hard on. It almost kind of was like a strategy type thing when he came around and took the lead there at that last time.
Yeah, I believe they had a lap fresher tires too, so I was starting to struggle up there for grip, and I saw him get a run on me, and as soon as he did, I just lifted, and I probably shouldn't have done that because I think I gave Typical a little bit of damage, so my bad on that if that affected your race. But I tried to get back down and probably should have just let him go by too. But yeah, it's just he had a quicker car there at the end with a little bit fresher tires, so just moved up.
Well, so when you saw and heard that that Billy lagged out, he lost power, so which caused him to lag out. So is that kind of able to allow you to breathe a little bit of sigh of relief going into the playoffs, with the points lead and the playoff point picture?
Yeah, it's unfortunately lagged out because I think he was going to get some more playoff points on me. He was up there during the first couple stages, and I think he probably had just as equal car as I did. I mean, we were around each other, when we were up there, and we were battling pretty tough. So it's a shame, but yeah.
Well, I was wondering if you seem to be working quite a bit together, if you were trying to work together, or if you just couldn't get by him at times, or were you planning to work together?
It's a long race. I'm not one to ride the bottom and the white line and block people. It's you gotta get there before you start making those moves. So I'm just patient with it. If people want to make them moves, they can. So.
It seemed like he was when Billy lost connection right before that. You guys were staying out front pretty good, and once he was gone, it seemed JWoww and Clashton caught up pretty quick when you were by yourself.
Yeah. That kind of killed the strategy too. Is what I was saying about the short pitting, but
yeah,
they played the good strategy there, the JCR bunch, and they did the winning call there at the end.
I tell you what, when you came into the race with a 22-point lead in playoff points over Billy. We were kind of mentioning it, in the broadcast that the number of wins didn't win you this season championship, but the consistency. You have the one win, but you coming into the night you had 5 stage wins. So I mean you're constantly having one if not the fastest car week in and week out. Are you kind of running? I mean, are you going into the race? Looking with more of a game plan to win the race, or as far as, not kind of winning the war, kind of not winning the battle as far as winning the race, but kind of, aiming at the war, as far as the championship. What's kind of your outlook there?
Well, you always want to win the race, but I mean, the last couple of weeks, I was kind of just judging myself where Billy was because I knew he was doing well and he was getting a lot of points, playoff points, and he was kind of closing the gap. So I was trying to match him as much as I can going into the playoffs. So.
I tell you what, man, it has been a blast to watch you all season, and it's going to be even more of a blast, next week when the playoff starts, man. So congratulations on getting the regular season championship tonight, brother.
Thank you, guys, and as always, I appreciate what y'all do, and congrats to JWoww for the win.
Absolutely, man. Congratulations. Go celebrate your regular season championship, man.
Thanks, guys.
Absolutely, and that's gonna move us on over to our race winner, and that is gonna be my pick of the night. I am
pick or the dark horse pick?
No, my pick, my one and only pick.
All right, there we go. I love the sound of that.
My one and only pick for tonight.
Right, we know we've been some dark horse fixes lately. So I don't like being number 2. I like being number 1. One choice.
You once again put the that alleged commentator's curse and smash that all to bits with the win tonight. So congratulations on that. So tell us about it, man. Tell us, how you're able to do this tonight.
Stage 1, DK, he hit the wall. I lost a little talent there. We got damage about 8 seconds. That pretty much ruined the stage from there. Stage 2, pretty clean pit stops. We stayed up front for most of the stage. Clean pit entries. I think that was one of the strengths for our race today, was just pit entries. We definitely did not have the fastest car. And we got down to the end of the stage 2, and then the A team was racing the leaders hard, even though he was going to have the wave around. So we had a few run-ins with him, and ended up ruining that stage win right there. But then we get to the final stage. We're just riding, and that caution comes out, and I was like, oh, that probably just hurted me more because we're going to have another less pit stop, or a longer run per se. And then we get to the final 2 stops. We aced them pretty good. And Clashin, I think it was on the first stop, he told us to take 1.5 gallons, and I was originally going to take 2.
I was going to ask you that. Because I'm on your stream, and thank you to have your stream and a leader up, by the way, as always. But I was going to ask you that, with that 1.5 cans strategy, where did that came into play, and what was the method of madness behind that?
That was ultimately a last-second call on my part. It was mainly Kalashin's call. He when we were down pit road, he said take 1.5 gallons. I was originally going to take, my game plan was going to take the 2 runs that we're going to have a full run after that caution, a full run, and then another full run, and then I was going to most likely just take 2 tires on that last run, maybe hang on. Hopefully that last pit stop would have, with the last seconds, it probably would have got us this big lead and somehow win. But Clashin, he came through. I think it was ultimately the game-winning strategy. He helped me out there. Coming down to that finish, he tried to pull a late second going down the track, but I think he ended up losing control of that car. It was gonna be a good battle. He definitely had the fastest car. I was just there just to hold the bottom. Ultimately, it was a rough race. I mean, usually I have cars that I'm like confident I'm gonna win, but I needed things to go here and there, and it actually all the pieces fell through.
I'll tell you what. I mean, they fell through in the kind of in the right way for you again tonight, as they kind of have been. You mentioned, some things going on pit road. We saw a lot of guys having trouble getting onto pit road tonight. Was there any particular reason? And I mean, I know in the beginning we saw that heavy duty. Originally, I thought that he spun it out and maybe hit the, trying to slow the thing down and hitting the apron and the back end coming around on him. But it looks like that on the replay that him and Reckless made contact, and that's why he went around on that particular one. But were guys having issues with that, trying to get their cars slow? Because we saw a couple times guys getting spun out or spinning out or missing the pit road altogether. Was there an issue there?
On my part, there was no issue. I think we had the perfect setup to go into pit road. Brake bias was good. I think Mike had something to do with his brake bias was a little too high, and it was just he had to brake a lot earlier than other people. I noticed some people may have sped, but I think it was pretty simple. There's a Atlanta sign on the side of the wall, and that's there, right about in the middle between there. If you really want to push it, then you're gonna go to the end of that A, the beginning of that A, and you're just gonna brake it as hard as you can. It was only one scare I had. I think it was stage 2. Our car got a little loosey goosey there. Once we hit that, our left front got on that apron. It actually didn't give us a speeding penalty because we were actually sliding. But good thing is we were under the speed limit. Usually 90% of the times they would give you a speeding penalty for that.
Okay, that was I was kind of wondering. Definitely wanted to ask about that. And coming into tonight, I mean, this was definitely a huge win coming into the night. When you came into the night, you were 7th in points behind drivers such as Titans in 6th and Slade in 5th. Both of those guys, I know, have had a lot of, haven't been on the track here as of late. I'm not sure if we're going to see them at all in the playoffs or not. Eagles is 4th. He wasn't on the track at all tonight. So with Billy lagging out in 2nd, I mean, definitely a win coming out of a perfect time. Really, it couldn't come in at a better time for you with the playoffs starting up next week, right?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately the regular season points, I don't think they're going to transfer over. It's just going to be playoff points based, and then it's going to be a 4-race run to the championship. But this win definitely did help get us some more playoff points. We've had several races where we should have had wins, but it was either somebody would have ran us into the pits several times. We barely lose the race by 0.005 of a second. We make the wrong call. It's just we've always been unlucky for most of the part of the season. It's feel good to finally get a win. Just gotta also get a shout out to Clashin. This was his setup, so I may have made a couple of tweaks to it, but it was mainly his setup. It was a very fast setup. He drove it a little better. He just has a good feel for this track better than me, and I'm just per se average around this track. Actually.
I was going to actually ask you about that. I noticed I was watching your stream, and I noticed you made a bit of a wedge adjustment the second last pit, but I noticed you made quite a bit of adjustments on that last pit. It looked like you're loosening the car up a bit. Was it tight, or how was it feeling, or what did that last pretty big swing there do for you?
Oh, yeah. Our beginning of the runs, it was basically a dump truck, but it actually helped save tire towards the end, but we were only going to have about, I think, a 10-lap run at the end, so I was like, we had nothing to lose, so might as well air up those tire pressures and loosen it up a little bit. But it actually got a little too where once Clashin wrecked, I think that next corner I got really loose, and I was like, okay, I have a big lead. I should really back it down from here.
Yeah, and I saw you drop the wedge a lot.
Yeah, I babied that thing. I really needed the wedge to be dropped, but it was... Sometimes those cars just kick out coming out of those X's or corners, and it happened in one of the times. Clash and me and him got side by side, and he ended up wrecking. But it would have been a good battle if he stayed up front.
Yeah, I was noticing that was a big swing. I think it was a few rounds of wedge, a couple pounds of tire. I definitely thought you were going for it. That's for sure.
Yep, I definitely aired up those tire pressures, maxed them out, and then. Wedge was all the way to I went down on the wedge pretty good.
I think I seen you between the two runs drop the wedge maybe about eight clicks, I think, or something, 7 clicks between the two stops.
Yeah, I think it was 7 clicks too, yeah. So I was like, this is a race win right here. We ain't got to worry about tires, loosen it up, that's all.
Yeah.
Because I was so tight, tight on entry. Anything else, I was fine.
Yeah, I was finding that too yesterday. Same kind of thing. Tight in the beginning, at least, tight on entry and exit like that.
Yep.
So yeah, well, congrats.
Yeah, man, congrats on getting that win, man, and congratulations to Mike RPM and on getting the season championship, the regular season championship. And next week, you all go to Charlotte and kick off this 4 or 5 race playoff showdown between you guys, man. So we're certainly looking forward to that, man. It's a whole new season come playoffs.
Yeah, and I always joke with Clashing. Any league that me and him get in, I always tell him playoff JWoww is different. So it's there's no giving. I mean, there's no take. I'll take, no give. So and that's when I'm at my best. Prime JWoww is always there. Now, you'll see me up front and you'll see me contending, no matter what track it is. If it's a 2-mile track or if it's a Dega or a 1.5 miles, that I'm gonna be on it.
Right on.
Oh, we got a little bit of all mixed in there. We got Charlotte, and then you have Dover, and then you have Dega, and then you have Michigan. So you have a little bit of all.
That just sounds music to my ears.
Yeah,
Charlotte, I love it. Dover, I love it. Where are we going? Dega, I'm gonna go with a Dega. What were we else? Michigan, I won earlier this season. This is gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won Michigan myself.
Well, congratulations on getting the win, JWoww. Always a blast watching you race, man, and fulfilling my pick. So hey, I made me look like a genius tonight. So thank you for that.
Yes, sir.
My pick was third.
Congratulations, man. Go celebrate, and we know you'll be ready for next week when the bullets will really start flying for the playoffs and that run for the championship. So we'll see you. We'll look forward to seeing you next week, man.
All right, we'll see you. I'll see you in the winner's circle next week.
Definitely.
There's no calming me down, buddy.
I tell you what, man,
interesting to watch.
We've had one heck of a regular season, man, and I think things are only about to start heating up when we get to Charlotte for the playoffs next week, guys. So I think we're going to be in for one heck of a show. And Dan, it was awesome to have you up in the booth, man. Come on up anytime, but definitely trying to bring you up for the booth for a podium finish next week at Charlotte.
I think we might have lost Dan the Man.
I think we may have lost Dan the Man. Well, but anyway, I hope he gets back on the track. Always like to see him. I'm always pulling for Dan on the track every Wednesday night. So we'll see what happens with him. If not, then he's always coming up to the booth and call the race with us. Inniltown, always glad that you came on up. Congratulations on getting your win in the B League last Sunday.
Thank you.
And maybe you took maybe checking out this race. Who knows, man? Maybe copy down a few notes.
Oh yeah.
That might pull off for you here with your race. And you guys got Atlanta coming up in the B League this Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
it'll be exciting. I'm excited for that race. I'm excited for this this first playoff race for these A guys too. Because if you got playoff JWoww, then you're gonna have playoff Clashing, playoff Billy. You're gonna have them all in that playoff mode. So it's gonna be fun.
And with Billy lagging out, that's not gonna sit. That's gonna leave a sour taste in his mouth all week.
Yeah, he's gonna be screaming on the track next week. He's gonna be fast.
Oh yeah. Well, thanks as always, man, for coming on in the booth, and thank your lovely wife for the sponsorship and MinaPeach.com. Everybody, be sure to check out MinaPeach.com, framing, home decor, and gifts. Ladies, for Father's Day coming up, you gotta check that out. All kinds of cool stuff, gadgets, gifts, cards, you name it, they have it. Check it out, MinaPeach.com out of Ontario. They deliver anywhere in the world, all kinds of local artwork. I checked it out this afternoon. Really, really cool stuff. So be on there and check it out. That's MinaPeach.com. MINAPEACH.com. Thank you, Inniltown, for joining me in the booth. I know Lug had to jump on off already, so for Lugnut and my partner in crime, thank you as always, my friend. I know that you're already off the air, but thank you again for doing a broadcast, and thanks for everybody who tunes in and watches. We'll look forward to seeing everybody next week at Charlotte. Next, same bat time, same bat channel for the FTR A-League. And be sure to check out Inniltown and Lugnut for their B-League race, the FTR B-League guys, on Sunday at 8 o'clock. You can check that on Billy's stream or High Side. I know Billy's stream, he broadcasted. So hopefully you can go for 2 in a row, man.
I'm hoping so. God, I think I'm 6 points out of the lead coming to the last race. So it's going to be a pretty big battle between the 4 of us up front in the points, because we're all within, I think, 8-9 points of each other.
Oh, wow. So things are really going to get tightened up. Well,
yeah,
good luck, man. I'll be tuned in for that. So good luck on trying to get 2 in a row and get some more momentum headed for the playoffs for you in that 11 car.
Yeah, definitely. And, it was a big thing too with Tone Touch and Maverick. Both weren't able to make last race, so that definitely helped on the points, especially winning it. That was really big. Yeah, maximum gain.
Well, thank you everybody again for tuning in. We will look forward to seeing everybody next week at Charlotte when we enter playoff time. Congratulations again to JCR JWOW for picking up the win. Congratulations to Mike RPM coming home second, but picking up the FTR A-League regular season championship tonight. And, of course, thank you and congratulations to the third place car, and that is Typical. I tell you what, man, if Typical was here all season, who knows where he would be right now. But just him getting into the playoffs, I think he's going to make some noise too. So keep an eye on that 4 car. Keep an eye on that 4 car as we get into the playoffs. I think Typical's got something to say before it's all said and done too.
Yeah, definitely. He was my pick tonight. I was hoping he'd get it done tonight, but third's not bad.
He almost pulled it out. We'll see everybody. We'll see what happens next week, and we will see everybody in Charlotte. For Inniltown, Dan the Man, Lugnut, everybody else, I'm Shady. We will see everybody next week, and y'all have a good night.
Thanks a lot there, Shady, for the shout out there with the mentions. Good job.
Oh, hell yeah, man. We'll be able to have for the remainder of the season. Like I said, that one last week was just a one race time slot for Memorial Day. So yeah, man, just let her know. I'll do it all for the rest of the season. It makes it real good. Hopefully, get a couple online orders and shit.
Yeah, that'd be great. I think there's a thing we can maybe do too, where if they mention type in FTR in a comment or something, maybe we'll give like a little discount or something like that. So then we could tell who if we actually people are coming from seeing it on here.
Yeah. We could definitely, we'll definitely.
I'm winning the championship, guys.
You calling it now?
Oh, y'all should make picks before the race on who y'all predict who's gonna win the championship.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Yeah, you got to make it before the race, the first race starts.
All right. Oh hell no!
He got time. He got time.
You got all week. See, that's not fair with you guys, man. You guys are like 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. So I mean. All
right, so what do you... I don't know if Titan's going to come back. Yeah, so if it's... Let's just say...
Right, yeah.
He knows that. It's a four race thing with your playoff points.
Right, but it's...
Yeah, but you do get playoff points based on how you finish the season, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the closer to... That's what I think Shady was talking about, where Typical was able to gather up... with that late win here, get just with them guys, the other guys having problems, work up the points a little bit, get a little more playoff points.
Yeah, you can see what happens. Where was Eagles
there's a
tonight?
big gap between people.
I can tell you.
No, he went.
No, Eagles wasn't at the race at all.
Yeah, I didn't know if there was a reason. I don't know. I have no idea. I was just curious.
He must have been a bad boy.
He must have been.
You mean Randy?
Alright guys, well you guys all have a great night. I gotta get some things done. I gotta crash and I get up early for work myself. Tuesdays and Thursdays I already gotta get up freaking early, so you guys always have a good night. You guys out on the road, clashing, man, always be safe out there on the road, bro.
Yeah, thanks man, you too there, Shady. Hey, let me know if you need any help doing some other races. I'll help you out for doing these ads.
All right. Well, we'll definitely be talking. We'll definitely be talking. You'll come up in the booth next week for Lug and I next week for the playoffs.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. All right, man. You all have a good night. I'll catch you all later.
All right,
All right, see you in the booth next week.
See ya.
Yeah. All right, I'll pick you then next week. I'll pick you next week. So I don't know. We got to give that a little thought.